Hello, I'm Bob Mayer, and welcome to my history slideshows via my Time Patrol stories. This is the overview of my book, D-Day Time Patrol. The concept for the Time Patrol books is that on the same date in 6 different years, a force known as the Shadow is trying to change our history. If they can succeed in doing that on all 6 days, our timeline is annihilated. So the Time Patrol's job is to send an agent back to those dates and keep history as it's been recorded. Why? Art is an accurate measure of history. If the art starts to change, our history's changed. Therefore, the Time Patrol is headquartered underneath the Met in New York City, deep underneath it. They monitor the art inside the Met and also Cleopatra's Needle. If you've ever been to the Met and go on the backside to Central Park, you'll see Cleopatra's Needle. And what they start noticing is some of the art is changing. They notice it before the regular public does because people who've traveled in time are much more perceptive to ripples in time. And they're starting to see ripples. They do some studying and they find out the date in question is 6 June. So they assemble at the Possibility Palace, which is in prehistory in a secret location, brief up their 6 agents, and then they are sent through gates into the past, 6 different years, to save our present and our future. First mission is Max. He goes into France, Normandy, France, in 6 June 1944, just before the invasion, to link up with the resistance to destroy a bridge. But everything goes wrong in that mission, from his initial parachute jump right in to the drop zone being overrun by the SS. Doc's mission, 1998, Pakistan and India are on the verge of war. He goes to a secret special ops recon site overlooking the nuclear arsenal for Pakistan, and he realizes they're starting to bring out their nuclear weapons. Roland's mission is a really interesting one. He goes to 452 AD in Scandinavia, where he actually links up with Beowulf as Grendel's coming to attack. It turns into a much more complicated matter than the epic poem would have you think. Scout's mission is back to Greece in 478 BC, the Pythian Games. As she arrives, she stumbles over the body of Pythagoras, who's been murdered at the entrance to the Corinthian cave. And as an extra problem, she's got Pandora, who makes appearances throughout the Time Patrol books. She's wreaking her own form of havoc for her own reasons. Ivor's mission is 1843, 6 June. He goes back to my alma mater, West Point. U.S. Grant is getting ready to graduate, and he's challenged to a duel by Cadet George Pickett, class of 46. If you notice there, Grant's 2 favorite subjects as a cadet at West Point were art and math, which is rather strange. I cover that a bit more in my Duty on a Country series. But that means he was very even-brained. He was also a horse whisperer. Just before graduation, he set an academy record for jumping a horse that stood for many, many years afterwards. Mom's mission on D-Day, go to southern France, prehistory, before carbon dating, the first day of art. Whoever was the first person to draw on those cave walls. The Shadow's thinking, if I can stop that first person, maybe I can stop art altogether. Those are your 6 missions. This is the book with the QR code leading you to it. Here are all the Time Patrol books. They start with the Time Patrol, which comes out of the Nightstalker books. Black Tuesday, Ides of March, D-Day, Independence Day. The 5th floor is a quirky book in the middle there. We're introduced a new character who's key to the stories, the 9/11, Valentine's Day, Hallows Eve, and Equinox. These 3 audio short stories are on my website. They're on. They don't cost you anything to go listen to them. They're a complete mission short story. And Mac's mission from the D-Day is in there. And here's my background, and the QR code, bobmayer.com, takes you there. Hope you enjoy, and if you like history, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.